Objective 4. To learn how cognitive processes can be enhanced in the classroom. I'm going to be talking about enhancing a student's memory, because all learning is memory. There's short-term memory and there's long-term memory. Everything goes into the short-term memory. It doesn't necessarily stay there. There's for the saying, in one ear and out the other. Because if you don't work at getting it into the long-term memory, it's not going to go there. It's just going to go floating away out of the short-term memory. A way that we as teachers can do this is by say, see, and do, which is where the teacher will explain what they're trying to teach. They will then show them what they want them to learn, and then they will have the student do it. And this is immediately. This is small chunks. This is not a teacher getting up and doing a long lecture and writing stuff on the board and then having the students do something. I'm talking short, little bursts where they're constantly doing something. That way, because if you had 30 minutes, they're going to have forgotten what you'd said at the beginning. I've seen this in my math internships where they'll go over something on the board and ask, is there any questions? Oh no, everybody understands. When you're looking at it on the board, everybody understands. But by the time they get to their seat, they've forgotten it already. So it is best to make it in short chunks, and then also to do it in small steps. And it's even best if you can show the small steps still on the board. Don't just do the entire problem, but make it into small, manageable chunks, step by step. And then when the student doesn't understand, you can say, where are you stuck? Can you look at the steps on the board? Where are you stuck? Can you see what you're supposed to do by looking at it? And also by having the say, see, do, it also gives you the auditory it goes into your ears. You can hear it, but that isn't the best way to remember it for very few people. Then you can see it. You can see it on the board. You can see what you're supposed to be learning, which seeing is so much better way to learn than just hearing it. And then by doing it with your hands, it puts it into your being because you've done it. And by doing these 3 different ways, you are so much more likely to get more of your students to understand, because you are going to have some that are going to be auditory learners that will learn and will be able to remember by hearing it. You will have some that will be able to remember by seeing it, and you'll have others, and I believe from what I read, it was a majority of them will learn by doing it with their hands. Thank you.